5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Shipley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
From the 40 now on second down. Cooper. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now Cooper on third down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cooper. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Looking to throw. Cooper. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them. They can't read us straight up.
The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Black swap, opposite, green, blue, check.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Ready?
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. That's Chambers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Oh, it's real easy to celebrate the throw there, but this was all about the protection because he had all day to sit back, survey the situation, and then really step into that one. He wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of his offensive line, though.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Check pink. Yellow, lining, check white. Smith red.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2.
Black swap, opposite.
They'll
green.
look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Troy Hill picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. the Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Cooper. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cooper. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Cooper now throwing on 1st down. Wright's got it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Cooper. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On 1st down, it's Wright, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Wright, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Up the middle they go. It's Wright, and he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 147 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on first down. Right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 24, Cooper. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cooper to throw on 3rd down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. Escape. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's right. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Right.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's right. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
170 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Neville Hewitt able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Here's Cooper on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's right.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Cooper. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Cooper firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking to throw. Cooper. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score.
There ain't no joke out here right now.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete, and it's a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Following the fumble recovery, Cooper. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On the move to his left.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Back to throw is Cooper from the gun on third down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
Blue, check. Check pink. Yellow, Lonnie.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Ready. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go. Right. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.